It seems that everybody likes a Scania truck. That's what they tell me anyway. And here we have one from WSI Models. According to the box, it's a Scania R Highline CR20H 8x4, and it's got a hooklift system with an asphalt container. It's in the colours of the Swedish company Wermelin, so it is a limited edition. So with the introductions done, we open the box and pull out the tray that's inside, and once again we slice and dice with a knife to open up the lid. After that, we can lift the model out. Oh, and you know what? There's no assembly to do because it's complete out of the box. Looking underneath, and we see the normal high level of detail provided by WSI. There's a nice exhaust system and twin tanks, and the 8x4 transmission is fully modelled. At the back is a single undriven axle, and there are different tyres on the driven and non-driven axles. Moving to the Highline cab, and there's a nice light bar on the roof, and there are also twin air horns, and there's a roof light which is not see-through. Looking at the front, there's a large visor above the windscreen, and there are also graphics applied in the bottom of the windscreen. The big Scania name is modelled in chrome, and there are some nice small details around the grille including graphics. There's a light bar under the bottom edge, and the model has a realistic number plate. As is often the case on limited editions, there's some excellent graphics including a big Scania logo, and the whole design of the graphics is very attractive. Other details include textured steps and nice looking wheels, and also nicely modelled is the exhaust pipe. On the back of the cab there's a light bar at the top, and the Scania name is embossed in the casting. Another detail is the metal ladder. There's some excellent texturing on the truck deck, and it all runs smoothly into the equally impressive wheel arches. The rear wheels also look good with their chrome and highlighted centres. The container body is nicely modelled with a ladder and a grab rail, and there's also a tiny graphic which is on the shiny surface. At the back, the tailgate also has an impressive mirror finish, and there's also an interesting light arrangement below the tailgate. The metal container has got a smooth half-pipe shape, and the plastic cover that goes on top has a tarpaulin texture. With the Scania having a lie down on its back again, we have a look at the axles and they spin freely. And moving to the front, we can check out the steering. And as you can see, there's a range of movement, which is probably best described as moderate. Anyway, let's get out onto the Cranes etc. test track, and the Scania rolls along nicely. Setting the steering is a little bit more problematic because it wants to self-steer to a straight line. But if we persuade it to steer, it does trace out a moderate curve. Now I can hear everyone shouting and saying, let's take a look at the engine. So as you see, the cab tilts well, and there's some decent detailing of the engine with different coloured components. After that we slam dunk the cab, and one of the options for displaying the model is removing the tarpaulin cover. And let's face it, there's no asphalt that we actually need to keep warm. This truck has a hooklift system so we can detach the container, and the way it's done is to push it backwards, and then the hooklift lowers the front of it to the ground where you can detach the hook. Or let's put it another way, you can use the hooklift system to load the container on board. Of course, if you want to empty the container without removing it, then you can tilt it fully in the normal way. The container does have an opening tailgate, but the mechanism is a little bit stiff, so it's not free swinging. This is another attractive limited edition Scania by WSI models. It also features the functioning Hooklift system, and that means you can display it in a number of different ways. As usual for WSI, the model is highly detailed, and overall this is a very nice truck, which is rated as very good.